Welcome back to the Ultimate Wolf. You can see today I'm reviewing the Tfcon Los Angeles 2023 exclusive 2023 exclusive Dino Tiger Rex. As you can also see my reflection from the box. Figure is good and bad. I'll talk about that when we get more in the figure. But see that nice artwork of the figure. These are G2 unreleased colors. I do know that Fansproject, they released their Grimlock many years ago. They just repainted him as a Tfcon exclusive. And boy, this figure has issues. Have his issues. He has good things and issues. But there's that nice image right there. Converts into high-powered battle dinosaur. Lost Exo Realm 0462. Dino Leader Tiger Rex. You can see like claws right there. Obviously in the back where your figure would sit at. You can see like the dino outline. There you can see the robot mode with the guns. You can see him holding a sword. He does have another weapon, but they don't show it in that image. If you look at the top of the box, there, Exo Realm. Fansproject converts in high-powered dinosaur, robot, and alt mode. There's that. Also at the top it does say with updated colors and arsenal of weapons. And obviously, like I mentioned, you could see me background on this side. It's just the same thing at the top. And my image. And there's that robot mode image. It's a big box. On the opposite, it's just the exciting size. Bottom. It's the same size at the top, but it's also aged 16 and up. It's also made in China, and also this year. So, alright, let's look at the back of the box. Attach shoulder cannons to unleash maximum damage. Moving jaw for extreme dino chopping action. Yes, we need that. Destroy enemies with an arsenal of plug-in weapons. Yes, plug-in weapons. You can see those. On this side it says, let me bring the camera up a little bit. Articulated piercing whip. Chomping action. Fire. Breathing dino jaw converts robot. Robot converts into high-powered battle dinosaur. 8 round shoulder mounted cannons. Fully posable Tiger Rex robot. Supersized flame melee weapon. Advanced dual laser rifle. There's the gun. You can see that detail. You can see there's the robot mode again. Ages. Fansproject points right there. Includes Tiger. It does say what it includes. Tiger Rex. Figure. Shoulder cannons, yes. Laser rifle. Melee weapon. That's it for the box. No, I'm not gonna throw this away. I'm just gonna probably put it in a drawer if I don't use it for that box right there. But bring the camera back in the middle. So he does come with a few things right out of the box, which I do have. And one thing, I don't know why he came with this. So get this little like poster, cardboard cutout, cardboard of the robot mode with glare from the light. If you look down at the bottom, you have an R, and then it says Fansproject right under it, and ages 3 and up because this was at their booth, ages 3 and up booth. But there, So that, it's just white on the back, that's it. You get this. So I'm gonna give it a quick little run. XO, lost XO realm right there. It's the instructions. So you scan here with the QR code, scan here. If you don't, you can just type in the URL. Ages right there, code right there, ages 3 now. I would show the instructions, but they're not good. It did, and this figure also came out in March, 2 months ago now. It does say on the instructions once you pull up that Pack for Life would be doing a video review on this figure. He's never done he hasn't done that video yet, so unless they were just provided by him, but it's a good figure. The instructions are easy to follow. There is issues with the figure itself. And I don't know why, but I also got a marker with the set. It was in the box too, so you'll get a marker. So granted, as you can see, I still haven't opened it up. I just left it in there. So I got a free marker with a third-party figure. This is a rare accessory. Is there? It's just a marker. That's it. It's tight. There. There. It's black marker. There. You get free marker with it too. But yeah, I'm not sure why they gave you a marker. There's even like writing on the sides, but yeah, it's a permanent marker too. I'm not sure why they gave us a marker with this figure. Maybe to fix the details on him? I'm not sure. About aside, let's get into weaponry. Get his sword, which the box does call his supersized flame melee weapon. Supersized flame melee weapon. See, there's one side with the port. There's the peg. You can see that. Right there. There's that. So you can see how this super-sized melee weapon looks like. I'm just grabbing a comparison because I just realized I never got them out. But I'll make when I do comparisons. There, I suppose. Oh, he's saying it. There. So you can see you get his sword. Set this on to the side. Get his gun. It's done in all silver right there, and you get 2 pegs right here. You get this peg with a notch at the back for hand. And these red bits from the gun. That's that. There's that. So you get 2 weapons. So pretty much you'll see on this figure, even on the guns, they around miniguns, they're just mirrored. They're not even just mirrored. It's just yeah, they're mirrored because like here's one side, and also if you do get light on the side, you can light it through. Granted, it's gonna be hard to show, but yeah, if you get light, you can shine a light on through. You can do it through all the bits. Here, I'll give you a quick example. Let me turn off the lights. Because I do have a light that I can show on. There, so you can see if I aim my light. There, you can see it glows orange. I have no idea what is up with the internet connection. Let me turn on the light. There, now it's fixed. So there you get a little light. Well, it's translucent purple, so you can see through. You don't get the light. It's just, but yeah, you get these 2 guns. They can use them in different ways in his robot mode. I was just putting the watch back on. Okay, so they're the exact same. They're just molded. They're the exact same. Because if you look at it from this angle, you can see they're the same. But once you flip this side over, it's mirrored. So you can see this side has a screw and this one doesn't. Then you flip it around. So you can see they're just the exact same pieces. They didn't even swap them around, so one's left, one's right. Even the tabs are the same. You can see that. Alright, but so Grimlock can use these in a few different ways. You flip this bit down. holds it right there, perfect. You flip this, you can bring this down. I'm not really sure why. It's unhinged, so you don't really need to do that. But there's this clip. This can slide behind the back of his head, and these will slide in, so you can have the guns on his back. And they will combine for alt mode, like that, and then these bits were download storage. The gun does not store, but I'll show you where they store it, and the sword obviously stores. Anyways, let's bring out the one we're looking at today. Mighty Tiger Rex. So it is a big figure. There. You can see how it looks. Obviously, you know Grimlock, he's the G1 Dinobot, one of the G1 Dinobot leader. We've seen many appearances from him. Here's the front. I do have the arms positioned like this. Like you can also position it either other way, like how it should like on the box like this. So by just position it like that, turn this up and rotate that bit down so that way you can add that. But you can see these bits are exactly mirrored, which yeah, I do kind of have a complaint with that in alt mode. But so that they could have made one right and one left. They just used the same. They just made two copies of the same mold twice. Because like if you flip this here, just show you. Because this is the they didn't use this. They used pretty much a bunch of stuff. They just mirrored everything over. Like see in the camera. You can see that's the exact same side. And it's on everyone's copy, it's not just mine. So there's that. They could have made one for left, one for right. They didn't. Like they did that with a few bits. Like if you see how this side doesn't have screws, this side does. It's the exact same piece. So they didn't make one for right and left. And I believe that's all the things that are mirrored. Even the thighs. Also the thighs do have a little glow in the dark right there. So it's not going to show off. You saw one of the guns. Even though the shoulders on the side of the shoulders can't really activate. Okay, let me show you the details. Yes, I know Hasbro released their version, but this one came out before Hasbro's did. So if you let me do full 360 too. Okay, so you can see there's the front, there's the side, there's the back. Okay, here, let's do a little quick leg. Front, side, back. There. Okay. To do the comparisons in a sec after articulation, I'll show how you can hold those weapons. So let's do comparisons. Let me just set the weapons off to the side. Here he is with Kingdom Commander Rodimus Prime. So you can see he also comes right about to his chest. Like, there's that. Here, if you want side by side, there's side by side. I do like how he scales compared to a commander class, to this small commander class version. And here he is with the Earthrise Deluxe full jacket, and yeah, you can see he's up to his crotch. Alright, so now for the Grimlock's time, here is the Fall of Cybertron games from the from the Fall of Cybertron video game version, Hasbro version. So you can see there he is with the more different design here. Let me bring this up. A bit more there, so that way he's not leaning. Yes, if Hasbro does release these in the new Stu Series Gaming Edition, I will probably pick them up. I'm just bringing that forward so you can see how that looks, or sure this still works. No, it does not. That died out. Or I haven't replaced the batteries on the figure in a while. I was just thinking about the LED. No, but that's fine. But there is with the Follow Cybertron one. Here's the Cyberverse Deluxe. Right there, same height about same size about Wheeljack, if I'm correct. As I bump the camera. Yeah, he's about the same size as Wheeljack. Here is the animated Grimlock. I'm just reposing him a little bit so I look more. Which, yeah, he's a Voyager. He's about the same size as Rodimus, so you can at least get your sense of scale from the history of Grimlocks. Well, not every figure, but at least a majority of the group of Grimlocks. Yeah, because he's a little bit shorter and about the same size as Rodimus. Here he is with the Power of the Crimes Voyager Grimlock. Right there. Okay. Here he is with the Age of Extinction Legends. Sorry, Legends. It was the one-step changer one. There is that one. It's the one-step changer Grimlock. Which you can see is a little bit shorter than the crotch. And then here he is with the Age of Extinction Studio Series 8, 9, 8, 7, 9. I don't recall what number he was. But here he is with the Studio Series Age of Extinction Leader Class Grimlock. Sorry, his back little plate fell. Hopefully, one thing I do hopefully get is the rest of the Age of Extinction Dinobots. I do hopefully we get new Studio Series versions of them. Well, the rest, not new, the rest of them, because we only got Grimlock from that line. We haven't even got the rest, but rumor is they're coming soon. So we'll get more Studio Series Dinobots since 86 is almost complete with their Dinobots. The core class is complete. They're just waiting on Snarl to release. Should be soon. Yes, I am not going in on the 86 Dinobot, 86 Dinobots or the core class versions of those. Ground Space, and I'm not really collecting the 86 line. 6 line. And the reason about the core class one, I'm gonna wait for the Dino King repaint, remold. There, sorry, I was just fixing his little piece. This bit kept falling off on one side, as you can see on camera as I'm fixing it. And so both little supports broke off. That's why I just rest it. No. But there he is with the Age of Extinction version of himself from the Michael Bay movies. And yes, if you didn't know, the Bayformers, the Bay movies were my introduction to G1. So here, I'm just going to quickly transform one or two of the Grimlocks back into their Dino mode, and you'll see why. I'm just quickly transforming one right now. And I'm just quickly transforming it one more, and then I'll resume with the review. The Fansproject one. But there, so you can at least see there's the history. Granted, I don't have all the Grimlocks. I don't have the red Robots in Disguise 2001 version of him, where he was that other, it was like the crane track. I do know he was in that one. I do know Grimlock was in the, obviously, G1, but I don't have a G1 Grimlock. G1 figure. He did appear in Robots in Disguise 2015 version. I never got that Grimlock. I know there's a new one releasing for the Earth Spark show, or Spark Grimlock. I haven't finished Earth Spark, so I only got up to like episode 10. That was before they revealed that they were gonna add more episodes, so I need to go back and watch Earthspark. Because I do know Grimlock does appear in there. You've seen him in the trailer. I don't have the original like Age of Extinction Voyager Grimlock. I do know we got the original Age of Extinction Voyager. I mean, I used to have him and got rid of him 1 year. There, I just quickly put the Power of the Primes and the Legion, the one-step Age of Extinction back in die mode. I do know there was that, like, Titan, not, it wasn't Titan. It was the giant Grimlock from Age of Extinction that had, like, the lights and sounds one that worked with the one-step changer. I do know there's been, like, the Creo Grimlocks that have released, but, yeah, I didn't ever win them. Speaking of that giant Grimlock with lights and sounds, one of my friends on the channel was gonna give me it, and well, that never happened. Granted, other things got in the way, so it still could happen. So I still could have that Grimlock I just mentioned. I do know the Primes. Terrar told me they did re-release the Power of the Primes Dinobots in the set. In that set, the Generation Selects line with more paint. I never got that one. I didn't know Black Mamba KO'd the Power of Primes Dinobots. Yeah, I never got that set. But here, I'll get back into the Fansproject Grimlock. Let me just get Anonymous to stand. I just realized he wasn't really standing. Really standing. And now he is. Standing. But there. So he's in, let me do articulation. So for his head. Rotate, full 360, no issues there. Also, there's, excuse me, one little detail. I didn't know this was a thing until when I was transforming him, when the feet, how they worked, got bumped into this. Legs, let me pull, if you pop that off, which that just went flying, you can see nice hidden molded detail in there. Because you can pop that plate off. I mean, I'm guessing it wasn't intentional, because if it wasn't, then why would there be tabs there? This would just been molded on. So if you want, you can look at its chest details too. And then the plate just clips back on. Yes, I'd probably put an Autobot symbol right there in the middle. Or maybe a G2 one, since he's more. A G2 inspired theme that was unreleased. From the shoulders, I'm going to hold the joint. You can go all the way up, but you get that far. You get down, I just realized you get back. So when you're moving down the joint, when you're moving down, that will move too. So that's a little annoying. That's why I was holding it. This bit can go out, so you get that outward joint. And there, I know New Age did also release their Legend version of Grimlock. I never got that. I know Takara told me released their version. Never got that. Opening Fist. MP version. I do know other versions too. The DX9 one, never got that set. Alright, arms. One joint right there. And you get the second joint, which, it's right, because I'm betting the first joint. Yeah, you see, it's just a slight bend here. So if you want a slight bend, you get that, or you can use both. So you get that and the fist. Rotate, I already showed it open, but rotate and some do transformation. You get this hinge, which I do like, but that's more dude transformation. I want to show off that bit. Also, these bits can move, you just gotta slide them up, but they're supposed to be down like this in robot mode. Okay. So, well, yes, he does have waist. This bit does collapse on me, but as you see, it's forward and back for ab crunch. It is sometimes loose, so it might collapse. So, waist, full 360. As you can hear, it's like on a magical, it's on a musical joint, full 360, on the musical ratchet. Hips, and go that far forward and back that's far. They do get bumped by the dino head, but if you bring them out, you get a little bit more. Ratcheted, and back, nice. And they go out. Can you do the splits? Nope, Grimlock cannot do the splits. That's how far out they can go. Ice Wall, if you can hear that ratchet. Also bring it closer to the mic so you can hear it better. Okay. I know Fansproject released their version of the Grimlock, the Dinobots. Never got that one. Not fully even. I know Gigapower released their version. Never got that one. So due to transformation, you get this joint that you can break in. This is so here. This is straight. So you can use that joint for one of poses. I mean, it is a transformation joint, but hey, nice. I'm trying to know what that's called because this is really the first time I've seen a joint like that on this figure. On the Grimlock. So the feet are on ball joint; they can go back that far forward. They're limited; they can go that far out, and then so if here, let me show you the back real quick. This of the legs, so you can see you can, if you want, you can slide this down to get more forward, so it's more like flesh. In there, so you get more forward if you want it more forward. There, you can go back another click. That way, it gives it a little bit more hovering. Look, you can go back right there. That's just how I had it. And if you wanted to, you could have it go back, but there's that. That's that joint. I just usually have it like one click down from its initial, or right where it's at. But yeah, you get that base. So with that joint, you can bring that back. Okay, that's that. Good articulation. Ranty doesn't have full 360 swivel. I'll talk about these arms and then beast mode articulation later. Dino mode articulation later. So I'm not sure if that's right. It's also supposed to be on the crotch. Because on the poster, they don't show that pink right there on it. And it doesn't look like it's supposed to be. I'm looking at the box. Really quick. Yeah, it's not really supposed to be. You can see some breakage, but not fully. Yeah. So if you notice on the front, on the little poster card, it doesn't show he has that pink on the crotch. And it's, yeah, not fully broken up at the top, where it looks like it, because you can see the little dots. But if you looked how it's like scratched right there, that's not like how it's supposed to be there. So something went wrong. See, that's painted on, so out image. So you see, I was scratching it because I don't really have nails. Too. I was just quickly checking on the chat. But as you can, that's the articulation. Let me just quickly transform this Grimlock back in Dino mode, and I'll move on to how his weapons can hold. How we can use his weapons in robot mode. Oh, yeah, robot mode. Yes, everything can store in Dino mode. Oh, weapon. Yes, weapon storage for all his weapons. So you get that. Or you get that. And just quickly transforming these ones for alt mode comparisons, just to get it ready, so that way by the time it's alt mode, I'm ready, have comparisons ready. To make it easier on myself. Granted, this was edited. I don't do edited, recorded. I don't do edited reviews yet. I mean, I might learn how to do it eventually, so. Yeah, that would fix that issue. That would fix that. But as you saw, he did have good posability. Sometimes when you're messing with him, that upper joint can collapse in while you're messing with it. I just had one joint on the wrong orientation on this one. And sometimes I get it wrong. I just didn't realize it. There we go. If you haven't seen my community post, I'm getting interviewed by the one, the only at PGM next week. This coming Tuesday, the 30th. 30th. Because, yeah, he's going to be interviewing me live on his channel. So, yeah, go ahead, stop by. He'll probably, yeah, if people in the chat have questions, he'll probably ask them questions for the interview for me. So we'll see how but that's gonna be awesome. I'm excited for that one. Freddie sent the promo out. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Definitely tune in if you're free. I'm thinking of the times it was. It was 4:30 Pacific Standard, 6:30 Central. If you're in Mountain Time, that's 5:30 for you, because I do know I have a few Mountain Time friends. They know who they are. I have a few Mountain Time friends, but yeah, 7. And then it's also 8 Eastern. It's for UK. It's 1:30 or something. It's midnight for you guys. It's midnight. Yeah, a few minutes after 11. Yeah, 30 midnight, because 5 is like a midnight for your UK. So if you're okay, and there's that. Well, if I got it right, but you never know. And that'll be like 12:30 for UK time when the interview happens. But if you're in New Zealand time, that will be that would be 11 p.m. ish. PGM has the times right. That would be the next day, but he has the times on the video on the promo, so you can go check out there. But that's at 8. Yeah, that's 8:30 for if you're Eastern. Or if you're Eastern, and if you're in the Eastern time zone. I'm just finally finding this one joint. This is the one joint I usually fight with on this figure. Well, the one I'm transforming. I do know how it goes. I'm just trying to remember. But yeah, after I'm done transforming this one, I'll bring it down and go down to show his weapons. There, I didn't have that bit brought down all the way. I just fixed it. Yeah, I just didn't have one hinge brought all the way down. He did say in the promo, PGM did say in the promo video, if you haven't watched it, we'll be talking about probably Transformers. He did mention it would take him months, years, days, hours just to transform a leg. a leg, and then yeah, longer for the rest of the body. Well, we'll probably be talking about The Last of Us, the show and the game. So if you're a fan of The Last of Us, definitely tune in. If you're a fan of games and stuff like that, yeah, we might talk movies. You don't know, we'll talk about a bunch of different things. You guys know I am an actor too, so we could talk about acting too. It's gonna be a fun interview. So yeah, if you're free, definitely stop by. It's in the community tab. Well, the link to his channel, so you can tune in, is there. Not the actual like link where I join. There, I got the figure transformed. I just didn't have one of the joints transformed. Right. Well, it's been a minute since I transformed this version of Grimlock. Unless I have a Deluxe class Grimlock. Let's see if the new Earthrise or Spark version is a different or the same transformation. It has Wheeljack and just falls over. And I kind of knocked him over, but alright, let's get back into the, well, finishing the review. I'm just claiming speed and transferring these transformations over here for Dino Mode, since I didn't really know what to do for Dino Mode. Okay, but yes, he can hold his weapons. For the guns. For the big guns, you just flip down that peg. There's the little rail in the back of the hand. Weapon. You can't close it up. It's easier said than done. But there, so you get not one. You can see the one. So yeah, you can hold it. It's not. I know it's not fully in there. There, but he's not gonna drop it. And if you want, you can also bring that a little bit down to give it that little detail. I'm not really gonna pose him like up all the way. But there, he gets that. I'll show you something that I did do last night with him, with the guns. So there, you can have not one, not three, but two giant ass guns. More miniguns aiming right at you. There. And there's that joint again. Double joint. So that way you get not one, but you get the two giant miniguns right at your face. I mean, they're not fully tapped in, but he's holding it. So you can see there's that. Let me check the chat. But yeah, you can see there he is holding the guns. Let me just mess with this really quick. This one I know how to do correct. Let's see. It is. It's been a minute since I transformed this Grimlock. But hey, it's fine. I'll get it done in a sec. Just gotta do the opposite side. Real quick. The legs, then I'm done. So yeah, if you want, you can have them holding the guns. There, that's done. But if you do have the Fansproject, I should have mentioned this earlier. If you have the original Fansproject Grimlock, it's the exact same figure, just without that little partner that transformed into the hammer, and you don't get the throne. You get it's the same exact figure. There's nothing new, if I'm correct. But yeah, if you have that original figure, it's the exact same transformation. Just in new colors. But like I said, I do have issues with this figure. well, not the one I'm transforming off camera, but the one that's in frame. Guns. But I'm not sure if the guns you see came with the original one. So that could be a new piece, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't have the original Grimlock, like I mentioned earlier. But there, this one's in Dyno mode. There, he's in Dyno mode. But here, let me show you this, what you can do with this Grimlock. So I just straightened out the arms, and then I just rotate them in at the bicep joint. Quick. As I drop that gun, it's fine. I wish they didn't just mirror the parts, because now if you have it like this pose, you know what, you can kind of, you know what I'm going as, because if you have the original Apollo Cybertron Seeker, so you could do this. No. Well, didn't I just do you perfect last night? I just realized those birds. There we go. Didn't I just do this last night? Pose you like this? Pose you good? And there's also little spikes on the hands that are kind of blocking it. There we go. Oh, that side's a little bit up higher. I mean, you get the idea. So now instead of one, you get the dual weapons. Yes, I am excited for the Rise of the Beast. I did see the Marvel Spider-Man gameplay that was revealed the other day, which was yesterday now. I think it was yesterday. Granted, yesterday was my day off of YouTube, so. And yeah, I do kind of bring up these fists at angle, so that window right there. But you can see there is Grimlock. No, Tiger Rex holding it. That's the waist that collapsed. But yeah, you can see there is Tiger Rex. But yeah, you can see that's how the looks. He does look like holding his the two guns combined. Up. If you don't know, I am I'll be leaving the 1st of January for the first week of June for a little trip, so there'll be uploaded videos for that week. And I'll mention them, but I'll be back in the weekend. So but I won't be doing any streams. I won't have the videos recorded until like that Monday for gaming wise. You'll see what videos will be uploaded. I'll mention it later again. Too, I'll mention the interview again too. Which, yeah, that interview is going to be fun. Which is also going to be the 31st in New Zealand, because that's AM. Who's doing it, I believe. We already talked about it at the time, but other than that. Yeah, that interview is going to be good, fun. And so I'll post it when we're live on the interview, so if anyone misses that post, they can go see it there. Or if you're following PGM, he posted it too. There, I'm just getting him posed so he can stand, since I haven't really posed him in a minute. While in his Dyno mode, I just realized. There, he's done. Now I just got one last Grimlock. Wait, he's not done. I'm just giving him a little arch. Arch on, so he's at least, no. I shouldn't have said he's done, because after I say it, he falls over. I follow Cybertron Grimlock. I just got one last Grimlock. Well, I'll do that in a minute. But there, so you can see there he is holding the guns. So I'll remove them for now. I'll restrain you. Standing up. I'll fix him too. Fine, I also did put another box back there since I was using the actual box that goes there. Yeah, I'll show you how I pose him and then I'll quickly finish. See, that joint collapses in. I wish it wouldn't really collapse in that easily. Which it is a nice joint. That's why he's leaning back, it's because of that joint. Or about the hips forward. It collapsing. You have to like find the sweet spot. If you can my stomach, excuse me. Sword pegs it into his hand. Yes, here, let me show you this off. There's ports right here on the hips. On both sides, right here. Sword can be stowed away. Right there. Okay, you can hold it. They do show in the box. You do have it. You have to angle it because of the peg. But if you have it this way, you can get it more straight. They do show that on the box, which it's kind of annoying. I wish you could hold the sword more straighter, but I'll get what I get. But there he is holding us in big hand sword. Like, yeah, the instructions do show it the other way. With the peg on right there, resting on it. Well, the box. I don't have the instructions out. That's how they want it with the peg out. I know it's not on camera. They want it with the peg out. So you can see that right there. Rip and pull. Yeah. And the gun. There's the tab at the back. This one works a little bit better. No, his barrels aren't blast effect compatible. If you were wondering, there. So you can get him holding these guns. And yes, the ports are there. You can peg on the hips if you want. So let me just show you how I do it. So I do kind of bring this arm a little bit higher than it should be, and I bring that down on that joint so it looks like it's right there. He stands on my Autobot shelf, which I might create a exclusive stuff like Tfcon shelf, mostly just for the Tfcon exclusives figures, but who knows? It's more money, right? So I'm good for right now on shelves. And then this one, I just have it like right there at that angle. And I do bring them out. Nope, I'm gonna click. And I do give them the tilt. I also do use that joint right there for there, so it's stable. And that was just brought out to one click too many. But say you get that. And now, remember how these guns, let's talk about them. So flip the handles back in. You want to leave this bit open. Come to the back. See how there's like little notches? Right there. It's on both sides. You just drop the gun in. Drop it in. Also, there is 2 pegs back here. Up here. This backpack right now it's going to be out front. Let me adjust it. Supports, so if you want. Showing you, so yes, if you want, you can store the gun there. I'm going to store it there if you want. So if you want having the guns, you can have these up here. There's ports under these arms, which yeah, they don't fit. So that would have been cool. And having them in dynamo with this sword right there. But yeah, so if you want, you can have the 2 big guns, 8 barrel guns on these pegs. They do sit a little loose. Not they're loose, so that's why I just slide in. They just slide in and they stop halfway. And now you can hold that bit up to give it a little bit more secure as you know. See that joint collapse while I was messing with him. I don't like that. But that way you can see there is the mighty Tiger Rex. Let me also bring the camera a little bit to the left. Because I saw you right a little bit, but it's because I saw you were looking at the wall in that corner. But there is Tiger Rex. You can see, yes, it's just the G2 unreleased color scheme of Grimlock. Your favorite dinosaur. Well, one of the many of your favorite dinosaurs. If he's not your favorite, then he's definitely Alpha Prime 88's favorites, because his favorite team is the Dinobots. Probably has every Dinobot in existence. But yeah, if you haven't seen Alpha Prime's channel, go check him out. Alpha Prime 88 on YouTube or Instagram, wherever you can find him. And he was the one who made the wolf art logo that you do see on the logo. Also quickly transforming the Age of Extinction Voyager leader back into his Dino mode. It's like I said, it's been a minute. It's been at least a year now since I last transformed it up into his Dino form. But I know the steps. But yeah, go check out Alpha Prime 88 if you haven't, because he's a big fan of the Dinobots too. But he's also a really cool dude. Artist and a Transformers fan. So if you like art, you probably should go check him out. Alpha Prime 88. Okay. Or on YouTube or wherever you can find him. Because I know he's on Facebook, but you could just search up APR on Facebook. I believe is his name, but yeah. Alpha Prime 88 on Instagram too. Yeah, he's a really cool dude. There, I'm just working on Grimlock's this version's legs really quick. As that tail got bent. No, you stay. As the crotch plate pops off its peg on this version. But yeah, after I quickly do this transformation, then I'll transform the Grimlock you see in frame into his Dino mode. There. But I'm about to be done. I just gotta finish up the little details and make sure he's standing. There. I do also have the Jurassic Park Dino set, the Jurassic Park crossover set, and the Beast Wars Meg set. I just realized, but I'm not gonna bring them out. Plus, they're both in their robot modes. Well, she's in her robot, he's in his male, yeah, they're both in their robot modes. As I said, he and she has the Jurassic Park T-Rex is the female, while Beast Max is the male. But yeah, I'm not gonna bring those both out. They're in robot modes, and I don't really feel like transforming them back into their other forms. Just to do a quick comparison, and then yeah, I could have brought Barney out for Dino mode, or the Power Prime Slash too. I'm just clipping this bit back on that popped off. If you're wondering when will I have an actual unboxing again, sooner than you think. I did order a set of 8 bots. If you know, well, you know, if you know, if you know, you know. If you don't know, then go find out whenever that arrives and I unbox it. Yeah, 8 bots for a really great price. Let me see if I can just put this bit on that bit that popped off. If it doesn't, I'll just resume. Alright. So to transform Grimlock, let's remove all the weapons. Put this gun there. Sword there. Remove. I'm just gonna strain up. No, we're not doing you yet. So like I said, since I can't show off the instructions, I'll just do it my way, but it's pretty much it. It's easy. Okay. So yeah, bring these down. So that when this bit's playing forward for now. You do want to rotate this down because this is gonna just bring that forward. Like that. Once you rotate that bit down. So either like that. Let me lower the camera a little bit. Well, this side won't do it for me, but let's do it proper. You want to make sure the fist is closed, rotate it that way. The palm is down. And the back hand is up. So now you're going to come to the back of this and bring this bit down and rotate around. That's the claw bit. You can straighten it out if however you want. No, you don't want to bend it. Bump the camera. Straighten it out. And then you do want to give it a slight bend. Alright, so slight bend and then rotate 180. And rotate 180 and then give that a slight bend forward. So that way it gives it more of a different arch in robot mode. Because this is, well, obviously if you know Grimlock, this is where he's gonna stand on his feet. I'm just making sure he's fully balanced, but he is stable in that mode. Like I only have the arms transformed up and he's stable. Which I know you can't really see it, but yeah, he's stable. Well, you know what, here, I'll do this bit now. So you do want to rotate these bits up. No, not that, there, that, so you can see it shifted up, and then once that shifts up, that will shift down. Also, yes, I didn't go in on the Iron Factory Dinobots set. So, you know, people were going to ask, just in case people were not going to ask. So yeah, you just grab the bottom and that will lower the back down. So that way it's at least in a different position. No, this bit rotated too far down. Because now if you look at it, it's starting to, well, not really, look like a dino. But yeah, it's stable. It will be stable in dyno mode. Here, I'll give you a quick. Yeah, you can see it will be stable. Alright, now we're going to work on the head for a minute. So come to the back and just pull these out. Pull these bits out. Like so. Pull these bits out. So now, so since I did that first, that gives me like a little tripod, little stands. So bring these, rotate these in. You want to bring these in before that little lip. And just bring them in the middle. Bring them in the middle. Have them in together. Right there. And then drop that into that tab right there. You want to make sure everything's right. Right. Isn't, you gotta fix it. Give me a second. There, I just have these sides fully brought up. Over there. Now, yes, it can be tight. I did almost have to break this up if you want to push it in all the way. So let me just show you, because that bit is not tight. So the best way I found to remove it is I just grab it and squeeze and pull up, because that's tight if you don't do that. It's a tight connection. Which I didn't realize until I started transforming him back when I was going back into robot mode. Alright, but there's that, it's done. Here, we can do the arms instead. And then just bring them down and rotate the paws around. Yeah, I know why it's also sitting off. These joints moved again. Okay, let's work on his feet. And then, oh, so before we work on his feet, so yeah, you want to bring this up. You see this bit's on like this joint right here. You want to bring that past that little lip. Bring forward, past that little lip. Right there. Bring that down and then tap that in and rotate the head 180. There, that's done. Now come to the back. So we'll fix that, and then we're gonna also do these finish the arms, because they're not fully done. So yeah, we're just gonna have them do the thing like this. So, show you. So yeah, just best to kind of split it right now. Rotate full 80 on the thighs only. Okay. You can come in here and pull out the tail. 1, 2, 3. There. 1, 2. Bring that hinge down. Okay. That's gonna act as a little support. Let me do the same thing on this side. Bring down, flip down, rotate down there. So you can see it's like that. You do also want to push these like little bits up, just from the inside. So yeah, just grab your finger right there and push up. Right there. Okay, now let's work on the feet themselves. I'm just gonna, okay, so you're going to hinge this down like so. And you see there is a tab right there. And we'll go into under the foot, so you just want to line that up and get that tabbed in. As he bumps the camera. Okay, there it's straight, there I got it tapped in. So now once you do that, you just want to repeat the other side, so I'll quickly do it. That's why you want to get the perfect bend, and then there you go. No, not forward, back. 2 inch it back. So I'll get the show you the spot. How far you want to inch it back on the ratchet. Too far. Perfect. So yeah, when you're bending the ratchet, you just want to bend it up to it's like where it's looking like a plus. No, I just bent the arms. I didn't want to do that just yet. That's it. We'll fix up the dynamite in a minute. So now you're going to bring in, just fold these in all the way. Make sure those little bits are up. These bits are up. Straight. Because that will swing under the arm, and under that bit, bring up the tail. And we just do the same thing over here. There. So now we can get the tail fully locked in. So tap it in. Just align the tabs up. It's best if you do like the legs first. Thighs first. There is a tab. Just get everything squeezed. Give everything a nice tight squeeze. Okay, so now if you collapse it now, yeah, you can see depending on how you have this will leave a gap. Like if you have it there, if you have it straight, collapse in, that will leave a gap. So if you don't want the gap, you can have it like that. So now we just want to grab the arms and yeah, just slide them back. I want to leave a little gap. Because these will supposedly just rest on these tabs. Supposedly, I say, because they don't really do a good job at holding this bit together. And then once you get that, then you can just rotate the arms forward again. One last time. So these don't even lock in. Also, there's a little tab right there, and that is supposed to peg into this leg. It doesn't really do good. And see that, and then pegs in good. But let me just make sure everything's pegged in. Yep, one side did peg in, one didn't. And it looks like. So it looks like it was slightly bent off. There we go. And you also want it so that you can see like the tips of the heels are resting on the chest. Play, just straighten out again. And if you haven't just been on dino arms, I just sometimes do it 2 clicks. 2, the upper joint. And, oh, there you have it. Let me adjust the camera, but readjust it. Also, for the arms, yeah, sorry, dino arms, these are sharp. Maybe sharp enough to draw blood. That hasn't happened to me yet. Be careful, but there you have your tiger. It's fully done. I'm just getting the camera a little bit back. Okay, I'll do the articulation now and do comparisons because we're not done. So head can move down at this hinge. Base. Mouth can open. Teeth are sharp too. And there you go. Nice little teeth there. Blue eyes. Blue for the head. Arms out. 360 rotation. Bend. Single joint bend. Rotation. Ouch. I just stabbed myself with one of the claws. This can open and close all the way. I like to have them that way, so they're like right there. Yeah, these are sharp. So if you have little kids around and you want to give them this toy, do not do it. Those things, they're gonna, it's gonna make them bleed if they mess with the claws or the teeth. It might make them bleed. I'm not speaking from past experience, so that's why I said might. The arms are pretty much the same. I'm sorry, the dino legs are the same. So I'm just going to show this bit. This bit can rotate full 360. And no. Rotate full 360. And on the hinge, you can go that far down and that far up. So yeah, depending on your preference, you can pose it whatever you want. Let me show you the back. So tail wiggle, so his tail can shake, and the tip can rotate. That's all the new articulation he has in his dino mode, or whatever the instructions called it, but everyone knows Grimlock is a T-Rex. I did while I was messing with him off camera, I did slightly adjust the head so it's looking more forward. There's that. Alright, let's show how weapons work. Sword here. They don't really, you can put it on the port. Port right there, it holds. Sorry, I was just bringing the cloth back a little bit so that way. There's a better, but alright. So take the guns and combine them. Just get them like that and then jab them together. And then just peg, there's these two pegs. That will go on the top of those two ports. I'll do this off camera a little bit. Nope, I do that, but there. So you get the miniguns on its back. The sword just popped off. You weren't supposed to pop off. It's not in the script. Alright, gun, you're probably wondering, yes, the gun you can store, so if you want, you can pick it and use any of those ports on the side, like the sword. Or, there's a space up here between the guns. There's space right there, so if you want, you can just drop the gun right there. That's how the instructions show it. They don't even well, the box shows it. So yeah, you just set it right there. Now we'll have a little rant about the instructions near the end of the thoughts, but we're almost there. But there, so if you want, you can have every weapon on him. Not really gonna pose him just to save time. But there, here, I'll do it right there. Here he is with Earthrise Deluxe Wheeljack. Just to give you a sense of scale. Commander Class Rodimus from Kingdom. To give you a sense of scale. Cyberverse Deluxe. Uncle with their nephew, you can see. Power of Crimes. I'm just doing it quick. Follow up Cybertron. Here. Yeah, they're almost about the same length. But a little bit more different. I just see. Here's Grimlock. Cyberverse, just so you can see side by side. Right there. Here's the power of the primes, just so you can see tail. And there. And here is the animated one. I'll do front and side. So there's the animated one. Yeah, animated slow, shorter than the Grimlock, but obviously if you don't know, then I have this gimmick. No, not that. The chopping jaw, which was nice. I also did have the Legends animated Grimlock many years ago. Don't know what happened to it. Rapid inside there, and there's them around the guns. And there's them front to front. Front to front. Or you can have them saying like I am Grimlock. Or if you want. And then since I transformed a few of these ones. And finally, here he is with the, well, as I said that, as the animated almost falls over. Here he is with the Studio Series Age of Extinction later Grimlock. And oh yeah, this Grimlock's way bigger. Like if I, you can't even see, well, you can barely see the Fansproject. Like if I have them tip to tip, let me do this over here. Yeah, the Studio Series is much bigger dino. Like as you can see, that's the throat there. That's how much bigger the Studio Series one is here. Let me give you a better example just for this one. Here, let me get tip to tip. Yeah, there you can see that's the front of the Studio Series. That's the back, and they're pretty much tip for tip. And if you're wondering here, this is them side by side. I was just doing it so you can see it a little bit better. There. As the camera, I knocked over the camera. Didn't realize because when I was sitting back down, the headphones got bumped onto by the camera. But yeah, that's been my look at the Tfcon LA 2023 exclusive Fansproject Tiger X, aka G2, unreleased colors of G2 Grimlock. I know the Hasbro one released, and like I said earlier, I'm not going to get the Hasbro version of it. I'll get into the issues. It is a good, I'm talking about the negatives first. It is good, the articulation is good, so that issues like that, well, one of them was, because how this bit isn't like fully connected because it's a little loose. As you can see, there's that gap. It's not fully connected. It could have been fully connected. These bits could have pulled better because like when you move these down, the joint moves. I didn't really like that. As you can try and get good posed and they move. The weapon storage is good. Visibility is good. I'm just fixing this one joint on this side of Grimlock. I mean, yeah, the articulation, the details are good. And this is how G2 Grimlock, this is how these colors were based on, which they were the unreleased version. I mean, like, I don't like how the joints are mirrored. It's like how on this side you don't see screws, you see that lone cap, but if you flip it around, you see screws right there. Obviously, I get because the figure's made, but yeah, they could like they use mirrored that. They could have the guns could have been mirrored. The big guns up top, which I'm pointing to, the barrel guns. This could have been this one right, one left, and same for those arms, so you don't see that gaps. Dino arms. And yes, you can see the amount of breather on you if you don't subscribe or like that video. Or and how I don't like how the waist it's easy to collapse in. Or should go like locked in or something just to have it secure a little better. But other than that, it is a good figure. I like how the weapons can store all the modes. Like you can have the machine gun, the 8 barrel guns on his back. You can store the sword and the gun on his back. So you probably could have all the weapons stored on his back. I just didn't show it. Plus, I never really got to test it. But so everything's good. All the detail, paint is good. Like if you remove that chest plate, you get even low hidden detail. So I did like that. Granted, a few bits are sharp. The claws, the teeth, but maybe the claws more are sharper than the teeth. So yeah, if you give it to if you're not being careful, you could scratch yourself bad or and eventually cause you to bleed. But I did like how the weapon's stored in both modes. I already mentioned the articulation's good, but when you're moving the arm down, that shoulder cut goes down with it. Yeah, I don't really like that bit on it. But yeah, the colors do look good. Like I said, it's the G2 unreleased. It's not our G1 Grimlock or Age of Extinction Grimlock, because G1 is also my Age of Extinction one. Also, I don't think I showed it with the Tiny Changer one, but yeah, the one step one too. But just because, yeah, obviously you can see which one I like better. The small one. The small one is much better. But yeah, the ratchets are good. They're loud. You can hear them in the waist joint. The instructions, like I mentioned, were the QR code, which isn't good. And that thing, I'll quickly talk about why I don't really like the QR code instructions. Well, it saves paper, so that's good. So you're saving paper by doing the QR code one. But what if you lose the paper, the instructions for this? Paper is a little easier, it's harder to lose. So there's that. And what if you don't have a good phone? Like Adam, for example. This phone's not the current phone, it's an old phone. I'm not sure what version of it, but so if you have a small screen, then you get small instructions. But if you have paper, then they can make it bigger. Talking about the steps. But obviously, Fansproject does do paper instructions, like they did with their the version of Quick Switch. Madball. Yeah, all the details are good. Yeah, it's a good figure. I also did pick up another exclusive, but that won't be until next week. Well, tonight I'll be doing more Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Starting more Jedi Fallen Order. Monday I'll be doing more Jedi Star Wars Survivor, Star Wars Jedi, Star Wars Jedi, Star Wars Fallen Order, Star Wars Fallen Order. But then on Tuesdays, the interview with PGM at 4:30 Pacific Standard Time, 6:30 Central, 5:30 Mountain Time, 8:30 Eastern, like 12:30 a.m. UK. That'll be the 31st for you guys. So then, about 1:30 a.m. for you for Sweden, I'm guessing, if I'm correct. If you're in New Zealand, it's a different time. Yeah, you can go check the link in the community to the promo, and all the times that I pretty much just mentioned are right there, so you can view it. Well, UK and the US times too. Yeah, that's gonna be a great interview with the PGM. Definitely go check out PGM's channel. Obviously, you can check out Alhook Prime's channel. He's a big fan of Dinobots, so if you are too, you should definitely check him out. Or also artwork too. But yeah, go. Yeah, but yeah, and then Wednesday of next week will be the MMC run. And then Thursday, that's going to be a quick review of the Robot Heroes Prime versus Unicron. Or should I depending on next week, I might do 3 reviews, or or might delay that review. But Thursday, or I could do Thursday the quick switch, not the quick switch, quick mix review Thursday on Thursday's review, and then push the raw arrows to the first week of June when I'm out of town. So I can have 3 reviews because the Tuesday of the first week of March of June I'm out of town. So Monday will be Jedi Fallen Order. Obviously, the Friday will be Jedi Fallen Order. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. But then that Tuesday I'll have the either the Super Megatron or the MPM Megatron review that day. And then Wednesday I'll be leaving, so I might do another review, upload that Robot Heroes review that day. And then the Thursday will be the MPM Megatron or the Super Megatron review. And then Friday will just be gaming again. I won't say where I'm going just for personal reasons, but yeah. There's that. Anyways, I've been the Ultimate Wolf. You can find the Ultimate Wolf on Twitch, the Ultimate Wolf on Instagram, the Ultimate Wolf on Discord. Definitely check out the interview with PGM. Check out the community tab if you haven't. I can't wait until next year's Tfcon with the legendary Legends of Cybertron is going. Yes, also I didn't really mention if you want, you can rotate the head sideways and forward back. I just realized, but yeah. So yeah, if you want, you can get him like just roaring at you right in the face. But here, and here, that's how he looks with the guns on the front. Let me get a little bit better. Yeah, so you can see at least the barrels are free. I don't like how that just rests right there, but I mean, if you don't like it, you could just put it on the side or have the sword there. I mean, it's there. But yeah, anyways, I've been the Ultimate Wolf. You can find the Ultimate Wolf on Twitch, the Ultimate Wolf on Instagram, the Ultimate Wolf on Discord. The Ultimate, yeah, there's that. But like I said, I've been the Ultimate Wolf.